Definitely think Palu has to push themselves to make it work. However, good B buttons on the side of Palu and a good ledge trap mints out. Oh, you know what? Excuse me. Let me throw all that out.
Yeah, that's what I was a little bit suspicious that we were going to see the Min-Min. But yeah, that is what it's going to be. No Palu on the first round. Perhaps comes out later if this doesn't do too well. But the Min-Min is the counter pick. He used, like, this is one of the main matchups he has it for.
Yeah, and something I can say about Cosmos as of recently, he's been edge guarding really well in this tournament with a lot of those lightning busters and going off stage to just kind of sprinkle his opponent with a projectile.
True. I mean, it just push you back up, reset, and take a bit more damage. Now we see the Pyras here. Oh, goes for the ledge trump with that upbeat and sending him right back off. Knowing that Mythra, though, is the option for resetting the situation. And finally, though, Pyra going to look for a grab and a dash attack. A little bit of a slow startup on those moves is going to allow Chag to find his way back onto the stage, back into the center, slowly backing up. But all right, we're back. We're back into Mythra. We know what we need to win neutral.
Oh, absolutely. We are so back, but not before taking 118 and Cosmos keeping the pressure very high. Pyra is now out for the kill moves, and we're going to see the rapid jab instead of the gentleman setting up, putting that damage on instead of the stage positioning that he's already going to get with her. And playing really patiently around roll distance, waiting for Min-Min to do something out of the corner.
Yeah, and 175 damage means any tickle from Pyra will do the trick. But Min-Min, so good at getting kills in any situation. Doesn't matter the percent. Up B, trying to throw off, but doesn't get the Ram 2-frame. And all the way across stage, still not enough with Pyra. Forced to try to use something out of shield. But yeah, the gentleman's, that'll eventually get the job done. And now we're back to Mythra. We're back to the speedy character who's going to make it so hard for Chag to set up this wall.
Absolutely. But hard, not impossible. Chag throwing out just a couple jabs in neutral, trying to bait his opponent to make a mistake, possibly put her off stage. As we know, Aegis does not have the best recovery. And so playing patient on Cosmos' end is going to keep him in a better situation instead of what he's in right now, which is death. Whoa. And that was such a quick momentum shift, right? It's very easy to happen to Aegis, and it is not impossible for it to happen multiple times, all right?
Kevin just double dash attack, and even though, despite that length of time in which Cosmos was in control, that does not matter. What matters is when you take the stock, and Chag, I mean, he's just an even spot now.
Absolutely. It does
just as well.
It does seem like Chag said, what's percentage to you off stage? But, you know, Cosmos, no slouch. Keeping this juggle going. The jump hasn't been burned, but the corner situation is going to be a little tough for Min-Min to get back. Does roll into center stage. However, gets sent to the other side of PS2 for Cosmos to continue his machinations.
A lot of resets in the corner. Cosmos, though, accidentally going to hit with a reversive nair, which means center stage for Chag. However, answering back very hard. Still a ton of damage, and a dash attack gets the job done on that whipped grab. Now we're sitting very pretty for Cosmos.
Yes, and a big thing about Min-Min, I mean, just a much slower character, does not have the wherewithal to throw out her hurt boxes and hit boxes as fast as Cosmo does. Basically just playing the overwhelm game, right? I'm going to press buttons, and you are going to deal with it.
Yep, and once again, just being like, all right, I know exactly when I can engage. I'm not going to force my way in. A lot of moves you use are reactable, but still, it's tough to find out how to get past this wall. And I mean, not as a speedy character though. You're fast enough to get through. You're fast enough to break the armor that Chag is trying to establish. No, it's looking really, really rough for Chag until he finds his opening. Could actually potentially get a stock here. Man, it's crazy. Just the one little mistiming there could have led to everything.
Yeah. And I mean, Cosmos kind of capitalized on it.
Yep.
What if I just run across stage and threaten you
what are you gonna
with
do?
Arms? Yeah. What are you going to do? Nothing. That's what you're going to do. All right.
True.
Sheesh.
And down smashes left and right, both of them whiffing.
Yeah, what a spot dodge there. Playing very confidently, but maybe a little bit too confident. Needs to get back to stage. The Pyra will do it. But in the corner against Min-Min, this is a scary situation for the slower half of the Aegis.
Yeah, has to be a lot more careful with how he engages, but engaging vertically, going to get 2 up airs, the price of 1, and Cosmos leading this game, leading the game count 1-0, leading with 2 stocks. I mean, what a showing from him.
Yeah, he looks really comfortable in this matchup. definitely staying Mythra for the most part, using that speed to cause problems and, you know, just force Chag to make a mistake. You know, there's only so much that you can do on Mythra's shield before a roll comes out or just sheer velocity gets her in your face faster than you're able to react to.
Yup.
It's crazy how the tempo changed on comms.
I know, right? I mean, it's just like, it slows down a lot when you have a character like, you know, when you have a character like Min, she's just trying to run back, trying to make sure she has all the space in the world. On the other hand, we got Aegis trying to run that girl down.
Absolutely. And is kind of having a good time with it. Town and City as the counter pick here. Obviously, horizontal blast zones. If you can get a Min stock, you can take it very, very early with the powered up arms as well.
Yeah, I mean, but it doesn't feel like Cosmos has really been putting himself in those bad positions to be gotten by anything like that. You know, there's a lot of times where he's just recovering safely, knows the timings, knows the spacings, and that's one, you know, you just wait. You just wait for somebody to pick it up.
It's so funny. As soon as you
just
said
kidding.
that, he
Just
air dodged
kidding.
in, and I was like,
Oh, no.
Dang it. The commentators cursed this deep in the bracket.
Bro, I didn't think he was gonna do it to him. Oh my god. If he got hit with the Dragon Laser right there 2 times in a row.
Oh my. You know,
I could have just gone for an up smash and it would have been fine. Maybe not with the rage. Yeah.
High ceiling. But still making something of it. Does get a very nice grab, forcing a landing situation from Chag, who responds with those arms. And putting him in the corner, I do think, I was going to say, yeah, Cosmos has been Pyra way too long.
Yup, but he wants Pyra once again. Up throw, sets up for the frame trap, the up air dodge. He is covered.
By the grace of the Aegis, does put himself back in this game. 78% on him, though. That's no small percentage to make up as Chag starts to get his rhythm for playing this more patient character, I'd say.
Yeah, but that rhythm looking a bit discordant as, you know, just a couple of hits from Cosmos is enough to basically even the percent up. And now, once they're in the corner, I mean, Cosmos can keep the damage going.
Yeah, that was a double dash attack, able to push Chag back into the corner. Does need to figure his way back into center stage. Oh my goodness, what a call out.
Yeah, sometimes you make a couple wrong choices and you get hit with a ton of damage.
Oh no.
Yeah, could be too low. No, he does manage to drift in first. Smart, not getting hit with that little awkward spot where you don't tether, but a big damage still coming out from Cosmos. And despite that early stock loss, he is looking mighty clean in this second one.
Yeah, and I mean, playing so patiently, right? Roll distance, if you jump, I got you. You neutral get up, I got you. And if you roll, you're getting down smash. Chag not having the best time kind of parsing through all the options that he needs to get back into this game.
Yep, and this is on his counter pick. This is where he needs to make something happen. Otherwise, what are we getting happen on the game 3? I mean, all right. Man, eventually.
Yeah. We don't want to forget, obviously, still a very good player in his own right. Was able to take that stock in that corner section where we said those smaller horizontal blast zones would be able to get a stock off. But the way that Cosmos is playing, it is not going to be easy to take anything else. And man, what an F smash. Twice out of the corner.
Yeah, I mean, swung arms out a little bit too much, and man, Cosmos giving a stank eye to the camera like, who do you think you is?
You see me.
You know who I am.
Come on now. And wow, Chag, 2 games to Cosmos. This would be the time that I'd like to see the Palu.
You think so?
I don't think you have a choice.
Yeah?
I don't think you have a choice. You want to put your best foot forward, especially in winners. And if the Min doesn't have, and you can even hear the crowd.
They're cheering for it. They're cheering for it.
You want to put something on the board. This is clearly not working the way that you want to play the game, and based on how Cosmo is playing with you, all right? You need to up the ability to stop him. And to stop, I mean, auto reticle, you got explosive flame. There's a lot of ways to force Cosmos to respect your approach a lot more.
And we do see it. The goddess herself has arrived. Palutena is in the building. And we're picking on Battlefield. This is a great Palu stage. Lots of abilities for warp cancels and juggles up into the top. I mean, you get a lot out of a single up air here. But, I mean, on the other hand, Mythra can also carry you well onto these platforms.
Absolutely. And we're seeing the counter pick to Battlefield. Very good Palu stage.
There. No nair.
Okay,
right. Okay.
Palu tax. I paid mine.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Everybody does.
Absolutely. She meaner than Uncle Sam. I'm going to be real with you.
Yeah, I mean, 43%, that's a big percentage.
Well, you know what? Actually, never mind. Never mind.
Oh.
Never thought that joke would bite me in the butt. All right, some nairs here. Good spot dodge there. Finding some more confirms and forcing that respect in the neutral get up.
Bro, it's been night and day. I got to say it.
Yeah, it's already looking way better. And, I mean, that does mean we might have more of a game on our hands. Cosmos trying to keep the Goddess in the corner.
Yup, does find the neutral air. Resetting here, I'm interested to see why he switched to that Pyra. I mean, every time it feels like advantage state comes out, the Pyra is there just as likely. But all right, down air, down throw, yep. Looking for that air dodge read with the down tilt. Explosive flame punished out by the dash attack. Such a good fast move to punish out anytime you throw out an unshielded unshielded projectile.
Absolutely, and trying to test his metal up. No jump, doesn't even look for the footstool, just wants the landing setup and the stage control. Cosmos getting a good grab, pushing Palu back in the corner. I mean, this is a scary position for them both to be at kill percent, and any offstage interaction could end up taking the stock.
Yep, down tilt all the way off, and oh, okay, almost gonna get it.
Oh, whoa, that was clean.
Yeah, really nice swap outs, and even though we saw early lead for Chag, he does finally manage to get the stock, but not without paying the price of 125%.
Yeah, so, I mean, Pyra is out. This is the time to randomly throw out a tilt. It doesn't matter. One of them will kill.
True. Everything except down tilt, what we're looking for.
Absolutely.
There's
Run
one.
away. Run away.
Yep. he just threw out the whole repertoire, but finally it's back to Mythra having too tough of a time dealing with the speed of Palu in the neutral. Just wants to be able to get the kill though, and finally short hop up air does catch Chag slipping a little bit.
Yeah, just a bit. Those spot dodges can be punished in a big way. Oh, I like the counterplay there, kind of punishing the teleport there. Chag needing to get back on stage. Taking his time, though. Taking his time. Does know he has a teleport to get out of dodge much faster and much more efficiently than dealing with Min-Min's recovery.
Up B here. A lot of damage racked on in the corner. Seems like Cosmos is a lot more comfortable in the matchup now after getting his bearings after the first stock, and going to find a bit more damage with these follow-ups. Already just a little tickle off stage. And now not even switching to the Pyra, even though it's 100%.
Nope, liking the speed that he's able to edge guard the Goddess herself, making it tough for Chag to mount any sort of an advantage state here is the Mythra. That's, you know what, I'm just going to swing. Something's going to hit you, I promise.
Yup. Oh no, this is a bad spot for Chag as he finds himself just whiffing attack over and over again. Finally catches Pyra out a little bit, but I mean, Cosmos is still just throwing out kill move after kill move. Eventually one of these is going to land on its mark.
Yeah, and I mean, it's got to be scary for Palu. Yes, you do have all the platforms in the world to make something happen and mount your offense, but you do have to hit the floor eventually to deal with your opponent.
Back throw off stage, going to reset here. Just trying to catch this. Oh, teleport out of the corner, not punished, but finally, back air killing off the top.
Man, and Cosmos looking really, really good. Like you said, needed to get the proper tempo.
Is he about to 30 Spargo into 30ing Chag? Like,
we're going to have to have some tough conversations, bro.
He might be the #1 player in Mexico after this.
Bro, we're going to have some tough conversations after this set. If that is the case, Chag is not out of it yet, but it's not looking easy to put himself back in this game, bro.
Still, though, Chag doing his damnedest to get here. Just double swap. I think that's going to be it for sure. Yep.
Bet you Min-Min couldn't do that.
Min-Min could just tickle with an arm. That's the same thing.
Nah, I don't know. I like the fact it's smoking. All right. This is Chag's chance to finally get on the board. He needs something before the loser's bracket is going to be his destination. Got to fight back against Cosmos and this Aegis that has been pretty nice when it comes to oppressing him, not only in the corner, but on stage as well.
Yup, the neutral has been so good for Cosmos so far after that first stock. But it's still just a matter of time before you have to pay the Palu tax once again. I mean, he's going to find it eventually, right?
I mean, maybe we should start calling it the Aegis tax, because
True.
Every time they interact, unfortunately, Chag can take like 40, 50.
The Aegis tax is about to look like a whole stock right now because Chag has not been able to land in the center stage and just fight from an orbital footing. Gets a nair, but it's not the landing one, so that means he doesn't have time to get the follow-ups. and 159%. We're starting to get to Pyra jab kill percent.
Yeah, and this is a scary situation to be in for Chag. However, the jump is still there.
Oh,
and
that was so close.
I like what he was going for there. Look, high risk, high reward. Does get stage control for it, though, but dies for playing the game.
Yeah, you get too close to the edge there, and that Prominence Revolt coming out.
Sheesh. What a dominant showing once again from Cosmos. 3-0ing Chag.
My God, bro.
Moving straight into winners finals. So he can play. Ouch. I mean, what power, what confidence, bro. He is playing out of his mind today.
Bro, Cosmos has dropped exactly one game this entire tournament. It's to Sense, a player who's 77 seed. But, I mean, everybody else, I mean, including #1 player in the world, Spargo, has not managed to touch him. He's just been completely in a league of his own.
Entirely so. And it's funny because Sense was a Min main.
Oh my God, really?
That one
That's
game,
so funny.
that one main that Sit took, oh yeah, that was supposed to go to Chag.
Yeah, sorry. I mean, he took it early in the bracket. You get one Min game against Cosmos, that's the rules, but
Sheesh.
it got took early in the bracket, so you don't get it. Sorry, Chag. Good luck in losers.
Man, really well played from Cosmos. I am kind of shocked. This tournament is full of surprises. Absolutely full of surprises, but you know what's not a surprise? Ad reads, baby. We got to pay some bills, keep the lights on, because we are here with